Hi, this is Dr. Cassie Ruby from PHI Pilates. I'm a physical therapist and Pilates instructor. Today I have Chrissy, my mother, who's going to be demonstrating some plank variations for me on the CoreAlign. She is prepped and ready to go for this one. There's going to be some pretty tough exercises here. So we're going to start, Chrissy, with just facing towards the ladder. We're just going to start with a regular plank to get started here. She has her arms at shoulder height. She's going to start with pressing out with the arms as she inhales, opening up the CoreAlign pedals, and then bringing her heels down, bending the elbows to come down and in. And then we're going to try that again. So she's going to inhale to go out and up, and exhale to come down and in. Now you can play around with resistance on the CoreAlign with planks. Oftentimes in classes, we will do 2 peaches on each pedal to challenge the core a little bit more. Or maybe we will go up to 1 blue and 1 peach on each pedal, which may give a little bit more of an arm challenge. Another way to make a plank more challenging on the CoreAlign is to take the arms 1 rung higher, and she will complete the same exercise. With her arms 1 rung higher, she's now able to kind of lay out there a little bit more. Think about pulling your ribs back away from the ladder a little bit, Chrissy, as you get out there. Inhale out and up, and exhale to come back in. So this is another way to challenge the core a little bit more by taking the arms a little bit higher. Now let's bring the arms down a rung again, and we're going to try another variation that is kind of like a push-up. So we're going to press out, straighten the arms, go out into your nice plank, tipping the trunk forward. Okay, and she went a rung lower so that maybe she could have a little bit more stability. So we're going to do an elbow bend, moving the pedals in some, and then straighten the elbows to move the pedals out. So it's an inhale in one direction and an exhale in the other. So her plank position doesn't change. She stays on the same angle the entire time as she just bends the elbows and pulls herself in towards the ladder and presses away. The next variation is going to start in an elbow plank. So we're going to bring the arms a little higher. That looks good. She has her hands 1 rung higher than her elbows. And then she has her elbows right in front of her shoulders. So we're going to start first with just pressing out into the elbow plank position. So she's weight bearing through those elbows. Okay, and you've probably done things here like the glutes exercise. Now we're going to work on some triceps. So from this elbow plank, Chrissy is going to press out into a regular plank position. Then she's going to bend her elbows and come back to the elbow plank. So it's tricep extension, kind of like the same push-up exercise, same idea of keeping that same angle of the body, just changing those arms to press out and in. She's trying to nod her chin, lengthen through the back of the neck, and get those triceps tight at the end. Let's do one more like that, Chrissy. Good, and then she's going to lower the heels down and come all the way in. Okay, so the next variation, we're going to have Chrissy turn to the side. This one's going to begin like a side statue position, which is very much like doing a side plank on the floor. Okay, and with this exercise, going on a peach and a blue, it's probably going to be a little bit more of an arm and shoulder challenge. Or maybe going to 2 peach bungees will be a little bit more of a core challenge. So first what we're going to have Chrissy do is she's going to stay straight up and down with her body. She has her arm a little bit in front of her and her elbow kind of relaxed to the floor. She's going to start with just pressing out with her arm. And anytime you do this exercise with clients, you really want to spot them. Sometimes I put my foot up on here just to make sure they're not going to go flying. You can also use your stoppers for your CoreAlign as well. So she presses out. She tries to get that tricep tight. And I try to cue my clients. It's like grandma's purse. You have a little purse on your elbow. Okay? She inhales in one direction and exhales in the other. On the next one, Chrissy, we're going to demonstrate that version where we stay out there. Okay, so we're gonna kind of hold this position, keep that nice shoulder scapular stability while she tries to bend her left knee and lift the heel off of the pedal and then lower the heel back down. This is step one. And this one you only add on if that client is really stable going out and in here, okay? What we don't want to see Chrissy do is we don't want to see her feet kind of shoot out from her. We want to see her feet staying right underneath of her, and she looks really good. Now the next version, you're going to try to march your left leg up into tabletop. Think about pulling up from your hip crease. And this is why I'm right here. Lifting up. It's very challenging. And lowering back down. I like to cue the client, kind of push down with your right leg. Think you're getting it longer through that right side of your body to hold you here. Let's try one more like that. You're doing very good. Oh. And then you're gonna bend the elbow to come all the way back in. Thank you so much for joining us for these plank variations on the CoreAlign. Hope you enjoyed.